Well, a very warm welcome to Dusty Shelf, and I'm here today in Blackpool at one of Blackpool's real treasures. This place is absolutely amazing. Now, I've been coming in here for many years, and I spend hours walking around in here, and actually, to be fair, this place is what really got me into collecting and you know, displaying my models in cabinets and things. And yeah, so let me introduce it. This is Brooks Collectables. It's on the seafront, up towards the pleasure beach. I will take some shots outside and make a note of which tram stop it's on, but it's got this most amazing little museum at the top here, just full of all kinds of interesting models and collectibles and well, and toys, I guess, if you'd call them toys. And I'm just going to show you around a few. Now, I did a video in here probably a year or so ago, and yeah, had a good look round and had a good look over here at the model railway. But gentleman was just telling me that yeah, they've had a little bit of a problem with the building, and there's some building work going on, so the museum is actually closed at the moment. They're hoping to have it open in a couple of weeks, but very, very kindly let me come up and film. Now, the power is off, so there is just a few of the cabinets that are lit, so I'm going to do my best and show you what I can, and yeah, hopefully do as much justice as I can here, and encourage everybody please to come and have a look at Brooks Collectables. So I'm going to start off with the Sinclair C5. So Clive Sinclair's masterpiece that never really took on, was way beyond its time, and yeah, sadly didn't take off. Now, you might have seen in my railway videos in the background the boot of one of these. I do actually have the Sinclair C5. Mine's not in as good condition as this, and I have ridden it. I do ride it, I do use it. It is still got electrics in it. But yeah, you may see it in the background from now and again, but these are truly amazing masterpieces. I think I'm going to call them masterpieces because the electronics in them was something really special. The steering is actually down, well, we've got stormtroopers sitting in here at the moment, but you steer, if I just show you the picture here, the steering wheel is sort of underneath the seat, and it pedals at the front here, and then a grip throttle that brings in the electric motor. Yeah, but way above there, way beyond their time, and what with the traffic, just didn't take off. I've just noticed a rally burner as well just here on the stairs. So yeah, downstairs in the shop they've got a collectible shop and also a souvenir shop, just like I say, on the seafront. But it's up the stairs here. The museum's, you know, should be open in a couple of weeks, but it's open most days, I believe, and they just ask a donation for you to come in and have a look round. Now, I'm going to try and do my best here. Number one, my voice is going because I've done a lot of talking today, and number two, as I say, the lighting, you know, without the power here, the lighting is a little bit low, but I am extremely grateful for being allowed to film up here. Anyway, let's just work our way around. So my eye's gone straight to the Evel Knievel down here. Then we got Halifax buses. Then the Hong Kong collection. These are the Corgi buses. Hopefully there's not too much reflection there. Let me come around this way. See if we can get, yeah, there's an awful lot of reflection. Let's see if we can get a better shot. Let's go up to the next shelf. You can see the buses here. And then Blackpool and District buses. And you see all the Corgi buses at the back there. The Ribble buses. And then just coming down to the bottom here, there's the dinky toy there, which is the missile boat, just in the middle. Corgi Classics. There's all the little Corgi tyres and things at the bottom. This is the most impressive collection I know of. It is amazing. White metal buses there. And there's some buses here. made in Portugal. Hopefully, as I say, hopefully the reflection's not too bad. And what's this over here? Right, and over here, Auto Union, the Grand Prix Revival. More buses. What are these ones? Dinky, and slightly later it says Dinky buses. Now, one of the highlights for me on YouTube is Brooks Collectables YouTube channel. Gentleman that owns the shop does this fantastic YouTube channel. He's so knowledgeable about the collectibles and the markets and everything, and the history of the models. I can highly recommend checking out Brooks Collectables YouTube channel. Yeah, I find it highly interesting. Look at this here. Dinky Healy, just come to this side, the MG Midget, and here the Healy sports boat and trailer. And the sports trailer at the top there, the fun a hot Ford Corsair and Healy sports boat with the trailer, issued in 1964. There are some amazing models in here. Yeah, hopefully seeing this begin to understand why I love Blackpool so much. I spent the morning at another collectible shop, and they've got a brilliant radio control car shop here. Got a fantastic train shop that sadly I'm going to run out of time today, I'm not going to get to. And there's this wonderful collection here, and the shop downstairs. Moving on to the dinky military vehicles. I don't know a great deal about the dinky toys, where I'm lacking a little bit. Look at this at the back here. Issued in 1965, the French Dinky 883 AMX bridge layer. Now the field gun on here, the pounder and the field gun. I've actually got the field gun. I don't have the box, and I don't have the. In fact, I believe that's what I've got down here. That one there. But it's unboxed, and mine's well played with. What a collection. You've seen the little helicopter at the end here. Right, moving on to Corgi. All the fire trucks at the bottom here. The boxes are all absolutely mint, aren't they? The dinner truck just at the end here, you can see inside. German police car with a racing club with all the tools in the back of it. And at this end, the ERF platform lorries with all the milk churns in the back. Everything's so beautifully labelled in here. And then at the back we've got the Messerschmitt's cars. They've got the Mini Misma, the Corgi, the City car and the bomb bug. At the top here, breakdown truck with the working crane. What a marvellous collection. Also interests me that all the other little bits of things of interest in here. Look at this, stamps and envelopes from around the world. So as I say, awful lot of building work going on. It was unexpected building work, from what I understand, and yeah, at the moment, you know, as I say, the little problem with the electrics and the lighting, and yeah, as a gentleman was saying about the dust in the cabinets, and you know, I'm just so grateful to be able to film in here, film these wonderful models, and he was saying about the dust in the cabinets from the building work, and yeah, I did like to point out why my channel is called Dusty Shelf. That's because all I have, although I've copied the idea of this museum on a much smaller scale at home, I do have lots and lots of dusty shelves, and hence the name of the channel, Dusty Shelf. Look at the Concorde model down here, and well, as I say the Concorde, there's several here. Wonderful Concorde models. There's rather large one here, and then the Corgi down here, issued in 1969 and withdrawn in 1971. And it says here there's a very rare one, which is the Japanese Air one. You can see just here, very rare model. Lots of aviation archive models. There really is so much to see. The camera's really not doing this justice. If you are in the area and you can pop along into Blackpool, this has to be on your list of places to visit. All these Corgi models. Just going to move out of the way so my reflection disappears. Fortunately these ones aren't lit, so I'm going to skip past them and come on to a collection of minis here. Oh, this is wonderful. All of the different minis, all Corgi minis, and down to the next shelf. Hundreds of them. Again, more Corgi, all these green minis, and then Slido, Vanguard, Shuko, Corgi, a couple of dinky ones there. Loving the little wicker one. So many of them. Look at the little Park Lane here, and the Chelsea and the Mayfair. Just going back to the wicker one just here. Look, Peter Sellers owned that, yeah, the full size one. Yeah, I'm sure somebody will correct me. Look at the dinky glider set. Blackpool Kite Club. More Corgi collectibles here. Merit Racing Car Assembly Kit. Inspector Morse. Buster from the film Buster, Great Train Robbery. And all the Bentleys on here. Look at the collection of Bentleys. Difficult to know what to pick out, there's so much here. It really is a wonderful, wonderful place. I spend hours looking around in here. A cabinet here, absolutely full of Britain's soldiers. I really don't know a great deal about these, but I'll just zoom in a couple of the figures. Royal Air Force, Auxiliary Air Force, the Scots Guards down here. And then the collection of police cars at the bottom of this cabinet. Telecom vans and police cars. Got some agricultural models here. So these are from Britain at the bottom there. Making our way up, Corgi, Dinky. Some models of the towers here. The gentleman was telling me this one at the end here. I'm pointing and moving the microphone away from me. This one at the end here is a prototype. That the actual model was sold in the shop many moons ago, and it was commissioned by the shop. And this was made by I think he said it was a toilet roll holder maker in Staffordshire. Because they're the only ones that could get the moulding right for it to stand upright. I love the stories like that. But all this memorabilia, look, if I just come around the side here, the plates of Blackpool, and all these vintage souvenirs. You know, I do collect a few of these. The cabinets that we've just had a look at, I mean, just to give you an idea of what's in here. And if I just look up above, I mean, everywhere you look there's something else to see. There's so many amazing things in here. You've got a Dalek just in the foreground here, and Schuko racing cars, like the bike over here. If the reflection is a bit too much there, I think. Oh, that's a shame. There's a pedal bike there. Down here, a Hornby slot car on Scalextric scale. That's the and then the Dinky Thunderbolt. And the Corgi Bluebirds. Again, another one over here, Hornby slot car, the Lotus, the other Lotus, just in the foreground. And the starter for Scalextrics. And look at the Falcon down here, the Millennium Falcon. So it does say here, this is one of two models built by us. This one is painted to look like the screen used prop, and the other one has been left unpainted and is still a work in progress. These models from start to finish have taken 3 years to build, and that is a truly amazingly detailed model of the Millennium Falcon there, and yeah, very large scale. Also says there's the hidden internal details and working parts and lights. Just going to come around this side to show you underneath it, because it really is a very superior model. You see all the Star Wars collectibles at the bottom there. I'm going to go back and carry on with the Corgi. Well, in here we've got a lot of James Bond collectibles. Johnny Lightning there, Hot Wheels, lots of Corgi. This set here, I can't remember who made these. I've got a set of these at the back there. All of these James Bond cars. Got the Lotus Esprits in the foreground, and then the DB5, sorry, in the foreground. Another Lotus Esprit at this end. And work our way along the DB5s here, and up to the more special ones at the top here, which are right at the top. And another little story the gentleman was telling me, that in the foreground here you see the Corgi model of the DB4, which was actually used for the first release of the James Bond model at the top there. So that first release, that very first one from Corgi, is actually a DB4, not a DB5. Look at the little moon rover and the gyrocopters. What was that called? Little Nelly or Little Nell or something. And on to some of the Star Wars collectibles. Star Wars Episode 1. And look at the R2-D2 collection. A little freeze frame there of Jar Jar Binks. Mos Espa encounter. Boba Fett. Hot Wheel there. Right, I'm going to do my best filming in this one. Again, more Star Wars collectibles. I don't know how much reflection I'm getting here. Hopefully you can see something. I guess I'll find out in the editing. Got these models at the top here. The AT-AT and the speeder bike. Figures from the Empire Strikes Back. Got a Boba Fett helmet. And some of the modern, well, I say modern, they're a few years old now, by Spiro. Little Spiro droid in there. That's app operated radio control droid. The original Hasbro Millennium Falcon. I love the Buck Rogers bits and pieces here. That's kind of my era. And Evel Knievel. E.T. over this side. And in the back there, 40 Towers. JK. Didn't even know that was a thing. Yeah, Ghostbusters. and it's Captain Scarlet, and obviously, you know, if you're aware, this is the Scalextrics release for this year, isn't it? The Captain Scarlet vehicles are going to be released in Scalextrics. It's a Corky Chitty Bang Bang. And then down at the bottom here, all these wonderful Thunderbird models. Starsky and Hutch. That one's signed. I can't make out who signed it, but there's a signed one there. And I'm just going to go back to the Evil Canoe because I've just noticed the dragster at the front here. The Saint. And behind that the Yellow Submarine from the Beatles. Ninja Turtles. No robots here. All these little Blake 7. Space, what was that, 1999? I don't remember that. I should do. It's my era. I remember the spaceship, but yeah, I don't remember that. Thundercats, is that Thundercats? Captain Scarlet down here. A Star Trek model here of the bridge of the Enterprise. Collection of The Simpsons. Smurfs. But there are lots of space shuttles in here. I love this one here, look at this. On the back of the 747. And right at the top there, lots of Batman collectibles, but I think the light reflecting too much. Hopefully I'm getting a few shots of those. Let me just try this shelf again. So just panning back round the room, see all these cabinets down the side here, and then in here, Stormtrooper helmet and the blaster here. As I say, in here there's also some interesting, you know, just everyday things as well. Look at this 1962 portable TV, 1980s portable TV, Kodak slide projector, the radio. Very interesting. Down at the bottom there, look, a video player. Not so long ago, but how many people still have a video player? In here, post office. So in here, post office diecast. We've got here the Aviation Archive Parcel Force and various Days Gone and Oxford models, Corgi models, all from the Postal Service at the top there. See the postal lorry and the post boxes. Now this cabinet catches my eyes because I've been collecting land speed memorabilia for years. And these thrust SSC models, there was a whole series of these released by Ledo and various others. I've got quite a collection of those, so I plan to do a video on the channel at one point with those. A few cars in there, and in here the static loco models and the matchstick models here. Cinderella's coach, Dinky Toys, and the State Silver Jubilee 1977, the State Landau coach. There's a model that I do have, big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. I don't know if you can make it out just there. It's just over the back there. There's one of my pet collections is to collect any die-cast with any connection to the theme parks and the amusement industry. A wonderful little model here of Central Pier. I love that. Just coming back to what's up the top here, look at all these Star Wars collectibles, look at the AT-AT there, and the Slave one. And down here the Action Man helicopter. This one here with the working rotors, and the Action Man plane. I mean, I had this Action Man plane. And I also had the helicopter, I believe. Don't remember much about the helicopter. I remember this because it converted into a car. Took the wing off and it turned into a car. I did have one of those as a kid. And the Action Man Tower, I think that's still in my parents' loft. Wonderful to see again. A parachute right there. Now this I did show last time. This diorama of Blackpool seafront and the trams. Now on a normal museum day this is be working, you see the trams go up and down, and this is what gave me the idea of the motorising of the tram that I did recently in a video. I came up here and I came up here and spoke to the chap who was up here modelling, and he said, oh yeah, you put motors in these, and I went home and did it straight away. Got Doctor Who collectibles here, and some trains. I say some trains, some lovely models in there. Looking at the post office one in the middle there, Engage. Some tin plate. Airfix Lima mainline, and Hornby 00 at the end here, and a trying set everywhere you look. Model here of the Lido, Blackpool Lido. So if you know Blackpool seafront, just opposite the pleasure beach, there's a big water park called the Sandcastle. Well, this is what was there back in the day, the Lido. A wonderful model of it there. And a collection of the battleships here, and aircraft, tanks and military. Again, more battleships, and more Britons. Are they Britons? Royal Marines commemorative limited edition set. Can't read who it is. I don't think it's not Britons, but I can't read the set. And then Minnick ships at the end here. Got the United States there and the Queen Mary. Look at the dry dock over in the back corner there. Now I am thinking about wrapping this one up soon because I'm really losing my voice. And then along the cabinet at the top here, I'm just going to walk along this one. I'll just start at this end. Got a whole collection of cameras. I mean, I remember this one. I think that's the thing about little museums like this. You come into them and you think, as you're walking around, oh, I had one of those, I remember this, or, you know, I had something similar. Yeah, there's a whole array of different cameras. Polaroids here and viewfinders. Absolutely fascinating. And then at the end here we've got Sinclair Spectrum. We saw the car a minute ago. Well, there's a ZX81 And well, there I was talking away to myself and just enjoying looking at all the toys and models in there and all the collectibles. And sadly, I didn't realise the time, and yeah, they're waiting to close. So I've sort of cut things short a little bit. But I think you get the impression of what's in there. There's certainly some wonderful things in there. There was a couple of really nice collectibles at the end that the gentleman was showing me earlier. Which were of particular interest, but maybe next time. I hope to get back up here again soon. So yeah, Brooks Collectables, as I say, it's just on the seafront here. You can see the shop behind me. The road that it's on is Waterloo Road. Oh, sorry, I just had a look across there because I've forgotten what it is. So it's on Waterloo Road, so you can obviously find it on a map and get the tram along. Come and have a look in the shop here. Shop behind me, they're selling collectibles in there, and as I say, a souvenir shop behind that. And then if the museum's open, it's just upstairs, and yeah, they just ask for a donation, which is a really nice thing to do, donation to charity. Anyway, if you enjoyed that one, please do give it a thumbs up, and why not check out the channel, lots on there. If you can subscribe, it'd be really helping me out, doing me a big favour. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up and just say thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.